I should keep it like this.
What?
I should keep the image like this because I think if I stretch it out, it'll be a little blurry.
Talking about the. All right, I'm live. Hey guys, you guys ready for this, man? It's about to get dark. You thought it was about to be funny, huh? When you first came on? Nah, homie. I'm gonna show you guys the levels, the depths of liberal tears, the depths of Trump derangement syndrome. But then it's basically gonna be a lighthearted stream, but it's gonna start off dark. So, welcome to the one viewer. Appreciate it. All right, Aaron, go ahead.
Yo, what's up, guys? So we about to we're gonna see these Democrats lose it. We're going to expose why this mindset is deranged, especially when you're not doing the research yourself and you're not taking the time to analyze the real situation of what's really going on. A lot of people go by what TV tells them and they don't do the actual research and knowledge. But to go through an emotional breakdown because of someone winning, you didn't even give them an opportunity to get in office yet. It's crazy. So we're gonna give you guys some real time, and you guys are gonna enjoy this. You guys are gonna like this a lot. So stay in the comments. Stay tuned. Yeah, that's right.
All right, so we're gonna start off with the definition of derangement. State of being completely unable to think clearly or behave in a controlled way, especially because of mental illness. Well, the especially only adds to the definition, but it doesn't need to be especially. It can just be clearly inability to think clearly or behave in a controlled way. So now these people may be mentally ill, right? They may be on some type of drugs that are that are going to be trying to regulate their emotions or their moods. They may be on that. I know a lot of women are. They actually do that. They're actually on more medications than men. But I want to look up this Wikipedia definition. Because I want to show you guys the bias is not only this is the problem. This is the problem. Not only is the bias countrywide, it is an entrenched effort from media, academia, the internet, the tech companies at large.
Man.
And so media, academia, Hollywood, the internet. So every interface with any type of information external to yourself, you're going to come across a majority of programming that is going to be trying to steer you away from Trump and against Trump. Now, let me get one thing straight. Trump is not Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He's not the second coming. He may or may not have a presidency where he's going to do some of the things he promised. He's doing things a little bit unorthodoxically, which is good since from his last presidential election, but he's not like a god king. He's not humanity's savior. He's just someone who's promised to do some good things for the country if he gets in office.
Right.
Now, a lot of things that he's trying to do are actually good, I would argue, but it's not like he's our savior figure. So a lot of people don't necessarily look at Trump like that. They just look at him pragmatically. But here's the thing. On the opposite, Trump might as well be Satan himself. Because it has gotten so bad where people are wanting to unalive him, delete his existence. I'm trying to speak in code for the stupid algorithm on YouTube.
Unalive.
So let's look at the definition. Trump derangement is a pejorative term. Pejorative is basically like a broadly used term to insult, but it's usually for criticism or negative reactions to President Trump that are perceived to be irrational. See, you see how the Wikipedia is already coloring their own definition of the terms. We don't need to perceive what's going on to be irrational at all, and I'll show you guys proof in the next minute or so. This so-called perceived irrationality, no, we don't need to perceive it. It's obvious. If you guys saw the thumbnail, does that look like perceived? Is that something we're perceiving, or is that something that's obvious? So, and to have little regard towards Trump's actual policy positions or actions undertaken by his administration. The term is mainly used by Trump's supporters to discredit any criticism of him. No, that's not what it is. We can clearly see the derangement coming from people who, quite frankly, don't have enough information to even act the way they are, but they do it anyways. So as a way of reframing the discussion by suggesting that his opponents are incapable of accurately perceiving the world. Well, hold on a second. We're going to pop up the videos. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. I'm just going on the internet trying to learn, right? And the teacher, aka Wikipedia, is already lying to you in your face. Because what you see in reality that you can go find on your own, as opposed to what these institutions are telling you, is disconnected. I'm not interpreting what I'm seeing from these people as, it's not a matter of perception. It's not a matter of subjectivity. It is objectively understood, and you can see it live. You can see it live right now that we're going to show you, and you can see it if you go to people in your workplaces or in any public square. People are going to have this reaction to Trump.
Yeah.
And they're going to say he's trying to take our rights away. He's trying to put us back in slavery. Really? That's what he's trying to do.
If I may interject, it's no different from when the pandemic came. And I know this is a little slightly off topic.
No, it's not off topic at all.
Yeah. So when the pandemic came, they literally said get toilet paper and water. And everybody, instead of getting life survival supply, they went to the damn store and literally got toilet paper and water. You couldn't find toilet paper and water anywhere. And my thing is that when media tells you these people something, they do it. And this just goes to tell you that everything that the media tells you is not true. You have to pick and choose your battles wisely. So a lot of times the media is trying to paint this evil picture of Trump with horns, a pitchfork, and a tail. But I'm like, and it's just crazy. The man hasn't even gotten office. I would say, rightfully so, he hasn't even had a fair term.
Well, I'll add to that, and I guess it's a bit of a correction. Remember, Trump was in office, and what happened then?
The pandemic. Shortly after.
That wasn't his fault. What I mean is what happened is, did anybody's rights get taken away when Trump was in office?
Bro, the country was actually going in the right direction.
Yeah, because from my understanding, there weren't any rights taken away. No one went back to slavery when Trump was in office.
Right.
So this is the derangement, okay? So I'm not even going to read the article because, I mean, I'll read it a bit, but I'm gonna skim over it. I'm gonna show you guys. So there's a guy in Minnesota.
Wow.
Ranted against Trump election. What did he do? What happened?
Wow. Look at this. Look at this. This
is derangement. So right. Okay. So let's juxtapose the article. So the term is a pejorative term usually used for criticism or negative reactions towards President Donald Trump that are perceived to be irrational and to have little regard towards Trump's actual policy positions undertaken by his administration. So I wanted to go back over me misinterpreting the definition. This isn't a meta-analysis of the definition itself. It's just Wikipedia giving the definition. So, but I want to show you guys further down what's going on. The term has mainly been used by Trump supporters to discredit any criticism of him as a way of reframing discussion by suggesting his opponents are incapable of accurately perceiving the world. Well, think about it, man. What is it, 2012 or 2012, when the Aztec calendar was supposed to end, and people are like thinking all SHIT is about to go loose, so they plan accordingly and they do things very irrationally and they act in such a manner. Well, if you think your rights are going to get taken away, if you think he's going to bring back concentration camps, if you think, this is going to be a new era, a new dark age for America, why wouldn't someone think, hey, you know what, maybe I should just,
do that.
Send my kids to heaven, an express ticket?
Damn.
He's probably not going.
Yeah.
But
it would really be suck. It would really I ain't going to say anything.
So the assailant, 46-year-old Anthony nephew, had a pattern of mental health issues. Yeah, sure. Look, man.
Here it goes.
Look,
here it
man.
goes.
Really?
It's always an excuse.
Because, we're going to show you what we look like, what we think might be a mental health issue right now.
Right.
So, authorities found nephew's ex-partner and then their son, Jacob, unalive from apparent wounds inside their home. So this is in Minnesota. Now I wonder what let's look at the states real quick. I want to see election results by state, because I've been looking at this recently. Where is Minnesota? I think it's like over here somewhere, right? Yeah, here we go.
At least they got the state.
And you know what's crazy? Guess what? I want to show you guys one other thing. I want to show you guys one other thing. I want to show you guys one thing, because look at this. I wonder if there's any similarity. Let me just bring it up. I'm hovering over the thing, right? Can you see it? Can you see the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So no photo ID in Oregon. No photo ID okay, so you might need an ID, but you don't need a photo ID, which is really kind of stupid when you think about it. What other ID do you need in real life? Hey, can I see your ID? I got an ID, but I ain't got a photo on it. Okay. Let me see. That's de facto no
insurance card.
Right. Let me, bro.
Identify yourself.
Bro, that is such a good statement. Let me see your freaking AAA insurance card from somebody who just got here can get that. Somebody who just got here can get that. Just got to America can get that. Undocumented, illegal alien, they can get that. So let's look. All the states where voter ID isn't required, or you don't need a photo for your ID. Do you see anything? Do you see any difference? Do you see any similarities? I'm sorry. Yeah. The states where Kamala won.
Yeah. Have those laws. No photo ID. Isn't that crazy? But right. that just goes to tell you a lot of those immigrants, or I would say illegals. I'm not gonna say immigrants, illegals. A lot of those illegals that go over there. This is where those are those states that you won,
bro.
And that's not a coincidence.
But here's the thing: the cover is. It's because we care about black people. It's because we care about minorities. It's because we care about people of quote unquote color. I don't even like when someone says that.
What it does, it creates it creates division.
But they're gonna tell you the reason why we're doing this is because we want to help you out, because we're so instead of a racist, we're like the opposite. We're like if racism is like the devil, we're like your savior. We're trying to save you from this racism that we create and give you a solution for. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
just a
crazy.
cover. It's a Trojan horse. It's something like a coronavirus. It's a virus that they want to implant into you by saying, I want to give you the solution to racism, but I'm actually trying to stab you in the back.
Right.
So we really
And
don't
that's
want
literally
voter
what it
ID
is.
laws. It's
That's
almost
literally what
like
it is.
it's almost worse than racism. Because
It's
imagine if,
it's misleading. It
well,
really
it's not
is.
misleading. Because it's like this, Aaron. Imagine you go to a doctor and you say, I have this rash on my arm. And the doctor's like, okay, we'll take this ointment. And then 3 days later, you come back and guess what happens, Aaron? Guess.
The rash gets worse.
Right. And then he says, just keep taking it. I'm telling you, got to trust me. Yeah. And then a week later, you come back and it's actually all over your body now. And you're like, okay, this isn't working. And you're like, I don't want to take this anymore. And he says, no, you have to take it. And if you don't, you actually want to spread this rash to other people.
Right.
That's
So
what's going on.
like
It's
they
not
get you to do it
misleading.
too.
It's actually it's worse, and it's actually evil. There's a level of malice and evil, iniquity inside. It's like the intent is actually not just to mislead, it's to harm and deceive people.
But in some case in point, it's like you got to have some. I mean, I would say you have to hold yourself accountable to have some kind of responsibility to have a mindset of your own. I mean, to
Well,
think for yourself
this is the
critically.
thing.
This ointment's not working.
This is the thing.
And you should have seen that on day 3.
But sometimes people have a higher or a different order of priorities. So, like, let's just say, instead of wanting to get into the bottom of why I have this rash, I don't really want to think about it. I'll just defer to my doctor because right now I have like a lot going on at work, or maybe my girlfriend's like, give me a lot of stress. So I'm just going to focus on that. People tend to misprioritize morality, reality, responsibility. So they're just going to kick the can down the road or shuck the responsibility to somebody else. Now, it is ultimately a risk you're taking by doing that, which makes it your fault and nobody else's really. Especially if you can, like in your mind, if it never occurs to you to think maybe the rash is actually being caused by the medicine. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that people have this thought in their head where it's like, hey man, maybe you shouldn't do this. But they're like, I'd rather play Street Fighter. Or, I'd rather go, you know what I mean?
Or I'd rather just listen to what the doctor has to tell me and not think for myself.
So I'm saying
I think that's what it
a
is.
lot
It's
of people
that
make the active decision to kind of like disregard reality.
right. So no one ever like I would say no one ever really questions the teacher. The teacher may be having what the teacher's telling you could be some wrongful source. But because you don't do your homework behind the teacher, you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable to misinformation. A lot of times that's what people do when they look at TV. They're like, oh, okay, well, whatever happens on TV must be true. So let's just go with they say. Yeah, Trump's evil. You know what I mean? Like they never really like think about, you know, is what is Trump? They never do the research behind Trump. Is this guy? Let's see what Trump's policies. Let's see what he's gonna do. Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
All right. And Tuba says, I'm not even for either side, but the reactions are obviously silly. Yeah, it is. And here's the thing, like there's a deeper level to this that we're not even going to get into for this topic of like, the so-called secret societies and all that stuff. Just because whether it's real or not, it doesn't necessarily matter. Whether the election is real or if it's contrived, it doesn't necessarily matter because people's reaction to it is going to be ultimately the main point. It's the effect that it has on everyone else. For example, the so-called flu, the so-called flu that came out 4 years ago, which we won't name per se, whether it was real or not, it doesn't matter because people were really willing to fight you over not covering your mouth in the grocery store when you sneeze. So people's perception of it is what will affect you as well. And that's what has ultimately affected these people who are losing their minds.
You can't even wear a damn "Make America Great" hat
without you being in fear of danger wherever you go.
Right.
Isn't
And
that crazy?
that's what's scary, because they call people who support Trump racist. They call them neo-Nazis, Klansmen.
When you're literally going to when you're literally going to do a terrorist act on somebody because of their political belief, it's terrorism.
That's no different from what the people you're claiming. That's no different from the people you're accusing to be. It's
right,
no
because
different.
you know what's interesting? Like you said, the Klan was invented to basically scare blacks from voting, or it was a main function of their political group was to terrorize blacks from voting. And that's exactly what, well, it's not exactly, but it's similar to what a person who would beat up a Trump supporter would be doing. You're basically trying to terrorize somebody from having a political opinion that's different from yours.
And that's crazy. Everybody should be entitled to what it is that they believe in without being, threatened. Now, obviously, if you're a menace to society, then I can understand there would be some consequences. But for you to represent what it is that you believe in, and that's what this country gives you. It gives you the right to do that, whether you're um, whether you're a left side or a right side. Cool. I'm gonna be nice, but whether you're left side or right side, you should be able to do that. That's what makes America great.
Another thing that this kind of reminds me of is that, like, the natural intentions of man, especially people on like a lower frequency, let's say, it's actually not democratic at all.
It isn't.
It's almost tribal and like very very tribal and very uncivilized. Like, you want to just beat me up because I voted for a certain, you want to literally take a break and hit me in the head because of a shirt.
No, you want to scream to the top of your lungs. Like, you want to rip your damn hair out. Like, you want to whine and say he's gonna make you guys slaves again. You wanna scare other people and text your black friends that he's gonna put you guys in chains
or
and stuff
if you voted this way, don't be my friend, don't talk to me again if you voted for this person. So let's see.
Let's see some of these interesting videos and reactions that we've been getting from the president election, which was the 5th of November.
Dang it, I did something. Okay, should be back.
Yeah, we're back.
All right. So look at this, guys. This is a U.S. airman. U.S. airman. Shout out to this channel.
All the swing states, you. If you got a disaster going through, don't ask me. You got a hurricane going through, well, you better deal with.
Wait a minute, bro. This is worse than I thought. We haven't watched this, by the way.
He's sassy.
He is low-key sassy, huh?
Look at this.
Let me show you something, bro. Let me show you something.
Bro.
I'm gonna pull up a different article too.
I wonder what his plane looks like.
Probably pink. It's probably pink, man.
He got flowers on his jet.
So let's just keep harping. Let's just keep freaking harping on this. We're gonna keep harping on this thing I wanna continuously bring up again, because this is derangement. But I wanna always preface it. Damn it, how do I go back? I think it's Control R, Control. What did I do? I did something, Aaron. All right, let me.
I mean, I'm getting visual over here.
Okay. Let me just find it. All right, so let me just go back to the original article that I've been referencing from Wikipedia. Despite the usage of the term syndrome suggesting a medical condition, TDS is not an official medical diagnosis. A 2021 research study found no evidence to support the existence of TDS among Trump detractors on the left, but instead found biases among his supporters. Okay. So think about this, Aaron. Think about this. Not only are you this is the thing about the left. This is the thing about the left that you know is true. They don't know how to take jokes. It's the reason why cancel culture is so rampant. It's the reason why
very sensitive.
It's the reason why, because of a person's sensitivities, you're going to try and misinterpret what the term is about. Mm-hmm. So think about it. Hey, dummy, or why are you being such a smart ass? If you're so intellectual and you actually might be autistic or retarded, you're going to say, smart ass. What do you mean? My IQ is lower than your average. So how could you call me a smart ass? It's like, okay, are you autistic? Or do you not understand? Can you not read the room? Do you not have common sense? So when Wikipedia says, despite TDS being suggested as a medical condition, it's like, do you not understand? Like, this is sometimes why Urban Dictionary is better than Wikipedia, because they get to the heart of what is meant to be expressed.
The meat and potatoes.
Now, somebody who might hear TDS might think it might be a medical condition, but to the person who's using it, they're not using it that way. But it just kind of shows you how out of touch these people are when it comes to their own definitions. But to make things worse, it's going to say there's actually evidence to the contrary to say that, but instead found that there's a bias amongst his supporters. But I wanted to bring this article up because the left is trying to say that they're trying to downplay this derangement is basically what I'm trying to bring up. Yeah. But let me just bring one more article, because I know we're bouncing around, but whatever, man. It's my damn YouTube channel, all right? So look, read this. Read the article. Read the title, Aaron.
FEMA employee fired for telling workers to ignore homes of Trump supporters during hurricane relief efforts. Let me say something. Isn't that not terrorism?
Well, it is a person using an institution that we depend on to enact his political.
But from an individual, isn't that not terrorism?
It's prejudice and it's discrimination based on a person's political group.
And what's crazy is that's just crazy. And like, if you guys can't, and all I'm just saying, man, look between the fine lines, man, because everything is there for you to see. They're not gonna put this on the news. This is your news.
So let's read it a little bit. You wanna? I'm gonna read it, but you wanna say one other thing before I start reading?
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. This is your news. Everything the news tells you is not true. You guys gotta listen, because that is not okay, man. Just because a particular party voted for someone does not mean you have to have hatred towards them.
But remember, people being denied certain things because of the hat, or like It's part and parcel for the people who talk about diversity, inclusion, tolerance. These are all just sweet nothings that they whisper into people's ears.
Yeah.
So, a federal emergency management agency worker has been fired after she declared workers helping hurricane survivors not to go to homes with yard signs supporting President-elect Trump. The agency's leader said in a statement today, said in a statement Saturday. And let's think about this. Let's be real here. Where is FEMA located? Because FEMA's under the Department of Homeland Security. If you don't know right now, I'll tell you. There is a cloud of liberal bureaucracy and liberal ideology that those agencies have. I've been in FEMA. I've been in subcontractors with FEMA. I've been in other departments outside of FEMA. And the bureaucracy that's in there when you're working there, it's basically liberal. Because it's just a downstream of what's above it, which is in the headquarters, which is DC. And DC is basically a blue superstructure. It's one of the bluest places you can ever be in the country.
Blue.
DC is like totally entrenched in democratic bias. So it would make sense why you're going to have people acting a certain way, because I'm telling you, it starts from management. Because the managers I work with, not all of them, but a lot of them are basically liberals. They had the same type of reactions. Now, it was tongue-in-cheek when Trump won back in 2016, when I was working with FEMA back then. But this is a clear violation of FEMA's core values and principles to help people regardless of their political affiliation. Now, this is just FEMA cleaning up. This is just FEMA, right, trying to do some patchwork here.
Trying to make themselves look, good. We're handling this situation.
The agency did not identify the employee, nor did they say where it happened.
Damn.
Okay, so if it was that big of a deal, right?
Right.
That the rumor spread, it had to be just more. This is what I'm saying. When you catch a cheater, it's because you probably caught him on his 5th time. It's because they're getting sloppy. It's not because it's just this one moment. You just so happen to turn your head that way and you see it happening. That's not how it works. He said, "Did he?" So I just wanted to point out that this so-called derangement is actually real. You have people who are willing to put you in harm's way or to stop you from getting help because what? You voted for somebody that they didn't like. This is terrorism. This is the new, dare I say, the new Jim Crow, bro? Because people are losing their jobs. People are getting beat up.
Literally.
People are.
And that's how bad it is. That is self-inflicting on your own country. People who are American citizens like yourself.
So let's just bounce back to the video. Restart it one more time.
All the swing states.
I can't.
If you got a disaster going through, don't ask me. You got a hurricane going through, well, you better deal with that. Find that money to rebuild your house.
And the U.S. Air Force recruiting says they're going to review this matter. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We have elevated it for review. So this guy could lose his job.
Well, I want to know why you're voting for Trump. That's the only reason I want to know. And I said, because you're brown skin.
I said, don't touch me. And then, not even a second, she just popped me right in my chin.
Here's how the woman arrested
Damn.
who hasn't been charged described it.
Damn, she gave me that all-American liberated punch.
And here's another thing about these white people. I noticed that like there's a level of like, okay, so
wait, let's get this straight. Not all white people are like this. All right. I in my opinion, I feel like white liberals are the most racist people on the planet. I just want to put that out there.
Because it's almost like their type of racism comes from like possession. Like, I own you, or you should be doing what I tell you to do because you're this way. You should be this way. It's a level of it is a level of ownership based off of superiority and entitlement. Because like I know what's best. I know what's best for you. I know better than you. You're gonna do what I tell you to do. And that, I believe, is where it comes from. Her lashing out, her like striking people, a black woman of all people,
Right.
the
Why you think
so-called
she hit her?
downtrodden of the population.
And there, that explains why she hit her with that infamous left hook.
The infamous left hook from the left wing, bro.
From the left, she came all the way from the left wing of the building to hit her with that.
Avatar, what's going on, man? Hello, boyos. Hope you're doing well. Low T, low testosterone, says Chris. that dude, yeah, for sure.
To police.
Yeah.
Liberals on social media are continuing to melt down and be outraged online.
Damn.
But they're being so outrageous that they're actually getting backlash for that outrage and the threats and the things they're saying. And it's great to see that instant karma come back on them, as
Yeah.
it should. I know I don't have the Trump shirt on today. It actually got taken away from me. Brutus over here wanted to rep Trump more than me, so I let him.
All right, let's look at
Do it. I'll back. Maybe not that fucking good.
Good luck watching CNN now, honey.
That is wild. You broke your own TV to prove a point. That is wild. Ugh.
So just think about it. Let's just think about it. I'm not saying this is her. But let's just think about a scenario where this could happen. Let's go to a rhetorical.
James, bro, but isn't that reminds me of I want to hurt somebody energy.
Yeah,
Like, I want to go out there and hurt somebody.
Right, I want to go out there and hurt somebody. I want to go out there and riot, whatever. It's just pure energy that's being misguided to the wrong area. But think about it. If you think he's gonna quote unquote take your rights away, you think he's the worst thing since certain mustache wearing dictator, then I can understand the reaction, but it really just comes from just feeling helpless, right?
Right.
Because you can't do anything, things aren't going your way, so now you're going to pout, you're going to cry, and you're going to kick and scream about it. But this just shows you the level of maturity that certain voters have, is their emotions get the best of them. But that's oftentimes the reason why you get influenced to vote in the first place.
You don't. So far, I haven't heard about Trump voters attacking Kamala supporters.
Right.
But you hear the opposite. Like you hear like Democrats attacking people who wear "Make America Great Again" hats. You hear people attacking Trump supporters. You hear Democrats or liberals attacking Proud Boys or whatever. And that, like I said, those are terrorist groups. Those are people who are inflicting pain on other American citizens. And it just goes to tell you, like, the picture, what you're really seeing, what they show you on the news is not what they're showing in real life. You got to see the clear picture. You got to see between the fine lines, man.
Let's see the I think there was another one from dang, even
Jimmy, what are you doing?
I'm packing.
Packing. Are you going on vacation?
vacation.
No, I'm not going on vacation. I'm leaving the country.
Why are you leaving the country?
I can't stay for another 4 years of this. Who knows what he's going to do?
Who? Donald Trump?
Yes, Donald Trump. You've heard him. He said he has a list of
He's got
enemies.
Trump in his
Not on that list?
I want to get to the point where this dude might be. Let me see. They say he's crying. Let's see. Okay, I think
Former president.
I'm trying to get to the point where he's crying because it says they say he was crying and let me see.
And then we gotta see Honeycomb Mouth over there. Someone said a happy duck.
Honest, it was a terrible
Eminem
night last night. It was a
Winfrey
terrible night for
2028.
women, for children, for the hundreds of terrible night last
We'll make
night.
the
Hold
house
on.
square
For
affordable.
women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go, for healthcare, for our climate, for science, for journalism, for justice, for free speech.
Oh, you hear him, right?
Eyes getting watery.
Listen.
Make this country go.
Look at this nigga. So the derangement is at the highest levels.
Bro.
So let's think about this rationally here. Because I can debunk every single thing he said.
Terrible night last night.
Terrible night for who?
Terrible night for women.
Terrible night for women. Let's think about this.
on,
Let's think about this.
man.
Let's think about this. Let's think about this rationally. So, from the left, the party who says we need to get tampons in male bathrooms, right? We need to allow men, biological men, to go into female bathrooms, right? And to play in female sports, right? Because if Trump wins and the House wins and the Senate wins, it is actually a win for women.
Really?
Because women don't have to worry about somebody coming into your bathroom who got some swinging down there.
Wait. Didn't that backfire? Wasn't there a couple of rape? Didn't a couple of people get raped?
We'll try and use the fruit instead of the actual term.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Didn't some people get taken advantage of?
Yes. Yes.
And isn't that?
Yeah, because I'm voting away is to protect you, female. Is to protect you. See, I'm using this bat to hit you in the back of your head to give you a massage to your brain. That's what it is, Aaron. Okay, it's a loss for children. Let's think about this. Trump's tax credit is actually more beneficial than Harris's. On top of that, there's less immigrants, or there's less
illegal.
There's less illegal aliens, which likely means less crime.
Right.
For the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants.
The immigrants who came here legally are going to be fine, my friend. Okay?
Right.
So,
rightfully so.
You don't need to bunch up the ones who came here. You don't need to bunch up the criminals with the ones who came here legitimately.
Legit. You know, and I just want to say, like, I have people who that I work with who came here and got their citizenship and they voted for Trump. You know what I mean? So it's all about doing the process right, man. Just everybody has to get in the same. And they were very upset when Biden passed that when he signed that bill to legalize all illegals.
Did he?
You know, they were
did he
very
pass a
upset.
bill to legalize all illegals?
I think he did. I think let's see. Let's make sure. Let's not jump the gun here, but I believe he did.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, I believe he did.
Legalize.
Federal throws out Biden's. Oh, they threw it out.
So basically, they're going to legalize the spouse of whoever was married to. What? Legalize immigrant spouses of U.S. citizens? I don't know how that works. Well, maybe this is the bill you're talking about. But you guys can look into it more. Let me see if I could find it. Let's see if I can see what it says. The bill increases the annual per capita cap on family-based immigrant visas from 7% of total number. They double it and eliminate the per country cap for.
Happy Duck says Cardi B and Hunter Biden 2020. And blue hearts.
Ugh, that's gross.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Happy Duck.
Let's see what else.
To make this country go.
Okay, think about this.
I can't stand it, bro.
Think about
I can't
this.
stand it, bro.
So shout out to Trump last presidential candidacy that he was under, because he actually tried to take the teeth out of Obamacare, and I think he wants to decrease Obamacare. So I think in a way, what Trump is doing, if he continues his last policies, trying to decrease the effect of Obamacare, it'll actually make healthcare cheaper.
Yes.
Now,
because you know,
granted, I do want to point out that this dummy, Trump, is trying to like make in vitro fertilization free or something. That is the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
I don't know if he was gonna. I think he was gonna put the bill out for the people to vote.
No,
I wasn't too sure if he was gonna pass it.
Trump on in vitro on like fertilization. I forgot the name of it. Look, Trump wants to make IVF treatments paid for by government or insurance companies if elected. That's stupid.
Oh no.
That's stupid.
No.
So in vitro fertilization is basically a way for women who are kind of like, let's just look up the term because I ain't trying to mess it up.
Who are
Several
sterile?
techniques available to help people with fertility problems have a baby.
Yeah.
Now I understand like you're trying to increase the fertility of people, but you're just gonna make more.
What's wrong with adoption?
Move from the woman's ovaries and fertilize it with sperm in a laboratory. The fertilized egg, called an embryo, is returned to the woman's womb to grow and develop.
What's wrong with adoption?
I'd rather have a kid than adopt one. What is IVF and what does it do?
Well, then, I don't know, man. I mean, because there's a lot of people that may feel like you, but doesn't have that option.
Okay, here's why I disagree with it. Because it's going to make healthcare expensive, and because it's going to encourage women who just need to stay home instead of having a career. That's why I don't agree with it. That's why I'm saying it's stupid. It's going to do two wrong things. So in a way, Trump is helping healthcare, but he's not actually. He's actually hurting it as well. So let's see. For the climate. All right, buddy. From my understanding, it's global warming is going on in all the planets. And, there's no volcanoes or Chinese waste that can affect planets. We're actually on a global cooling as well in the last, 15 years or something. And what else? I think the amount of CO2 that we contribute to the climate is insignificant, let alone whether or not that actually moves the heat up or down. It's still up for scientific debate. Now, I know you guys are going to constantly say that people who have control of the media, academia, are going to say something, but it doesn't make it true. So Trump wanting to frack and all that stuff, this doesn't affect climate change, I would argue. For science, right? Because you guys can't even define what a woman is.
Damn.
So I don't know. For journalism, right? That's what you guys call journalism, right?
Right.
You mean the fact that Trump right now is a lot of his felonies are getting kicked out, and they're actually thinking about prosecuting the people who brought it to, who are prosecuting him. So Trump appealed that 32 count felony thing that he went through, and the judges were like, you know what? This is so bad. This might be election interference, and the prosecutors are begging the judges to not prosecute them. Well, obviously, judges can't prosecute, but the judges were pointing out, look, man, the people who were interpreting the appeals were saying this looks like election interference, and this is actually baseless. We can't even bring this to court. So you guys don't want to talk about that, right? You guys also don't want to talk about the fact that you guys lied for 4 to 8 years about this whole Russian collusion thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what journalism you guys are talking about.
Nah, that's not journalism. That's misinformation.
For justice, for free speech.
Right, for justice, right? Because you guys use lawfare, and you guys give people 20 years for being invited into the Capitol building on January 6th, right? That's what justice is? Justice is literally trying to make Trump not be able to debate or go to the primaries because you guys are getting him in court with bogus cases and stuff. That's not like justice to you, Aaron?
No, it's not justice.
It was a terrible night for poor people.
Right. Because inflation and blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline under Biden, that doesn't affect inflation, right? That's crazy. He would say that.
It's all what we're talking about. It's delusional. It's all delusional.
Chris said not enough wars. Yeah, that's all right. Let's just look at these derangements. Let's see what the View has to say, because this is the mainstream.
This is one of their
the high priest.
Yeah, freaking commanders. She got 4 stripes, and they're in different colors too.
So what happened last night? Yeah, go ahead.
My takeaway is that the system works. We live in a democracy. People spoke. I vehemently disagree with the decision that Americans made. I think that his diehard fans don't care what he does. He lies and lies constantly.
It is a moment to listen to the voters. And this, I have to say, I've always thought he could win. And I think there are some lessons from it.
The View co-hosts recapping the 2024 presidential election results, dissecting Donald Trump's victory over Kamala Harris.
We made history for a reason tonight.
So you can go ahead and say
just that.
Now, if you didn't vote, you really don't have a say in the conversation. So you can go ahead and sit down.
I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration. We know now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry, not about myself, actually. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
It's a personal hot topic.
Oh, God. Giddy giddy goo goo. Rub your face in boo boo. Like, come on.
I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm sorry you guys are upset that you can't murder the most innocent life ever created. That's sorry.
Crazy, huh?
It's like a demon crying about the fact that he can't torture another human. It's like, am I supposed to feel sorry, or like, should I just?
Why are you crying? Why are you crying, demon? The devil said I can't kill people anymore.
Isn't it crazy, bro? Like, people are saying, like, people are upset that they can't snuff out innocent life, bro. Now, whether you believe it's human or not, it don't matter. What you cannot deny is this innocent life. It has potential, but it hasn't done anything to you. All it did was exist. It didn't choose to be here. Sound to me something like a slave, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not human. No, that's not human. That's why we got to put them in chains. That's why we got to do what we do to them. Oh, they're not human. Anyways.
For former federal prosecutor Sunny Hostin, who swipes at one particular record set on Tuesday night. Trump becoming the first president elected after being convicted of dozens of felonies.
I'm profoundly disturbed that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution did not prevent someone who participated in an insurrection from becoming president of the United States. I think that going forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off.
I just think it's such an important time in
I hate her. I probably can't say that word either. She make me mad.
Bro, at this point, at this rate, anybody can get like, but let's just say you got $30 million, right? Hey, we need you to go after Trump for what? I don't know. Let's go look in his history and see if we can get some type of infraction against him. All right, we'll get it done. $40 million, you can get it done right now. Is it really like that difficult to get somebody on a quote unquote felony? So from my understanding, the case revolved around the defendants overvaluing a property that they got a loan for from the bank. The bank agreed to it, and the bank got paid back. So the bank actually is not the injured party in this situation. The prosecutor overstepped the entire process that happened years ago and just said, no, that wasn't supposed to happen. You weren't supposed to do that. You are not supposed to overvalue the cost of the, or I think undervalue. You're not supposed to undervalue the cost of the loan to get the loan. But that's literal common practice in all real estate investment.
Right.
The way that you get a loan from a bank, or the way that you get a loan from a bank over the home, is obviously you're going to have an incentive and you're going to argue for making it a lower cost, right, Aaron?
Right.
Because it's less you have to loan.
I think the funny thing about it was that the bank also told the jury that we'll continue to do business with them. that was the crazy part about it, and they still tried to go in.
Bro, I mean, I was silent, but it's because I had my head down, like the Star Trek meme. Because it's crazy. It's just lies on top of lies. So you can't really tell who's lying to you and who's deceived, and that's the problem with a lot of this. What's going on is like, did you actually read the case, or are you just spitting out what you heard? Like, convicted felon shouldn't be on the ballot because convicted felon. He's a convicted felon. Is that just as far as your logic goes, or did you actually look into what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's people like this who have a higher responsibility than you or I, per se.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say, for everybody who listened to anything we said, don't believe us. Go look it up for yourself. Maybe we're wrong in certain areas. But I'm not going to sit here and say, if you don't believe me, you're a racist. You're a bigot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to...
If you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Right. I'm not going to... I mean, honestly, I'll bust your balls over like smaller stuff, really. But like... Anyways, I'm not going to try and ostracize you from society itself because you voted one way.
Yeah.
In our country.
It is a moment to listen to the voters. And this, I have to say, I've always thought he could win. I thought in the final stretch she might eke it out. I didn't expect it to be this resounding.
I would be lying if I sat at the table and defended Donald Trump. I know him personally. I worked for him. I just wish people would remember there is more that unites us than divides us as Americans, just as people.
Another Republican at the table, Anna Navarro, who actually swapped parties and worked to elect Harris, she called Kamala's headquarters last night a very sad scene.
Today we can.
Oh, God.
Tomorrow we stand up and we continue. We have every right as Americans, because we love this country. We have the right and the duty to speak up and denounce abuses of power, to be vigilant. And so I invite all Americans to do it.
As for Whoopi Goldberg, she pointed out a major win for Harris, replacing President Joe Biden on the Democratic ticket in the 11th hour.
Think about this. She did this in 2 months. She was everywhere. She talked to everybody, and people didn't come out. I don't know why, and it doesn't even matter. He's now the president. I'm still not going to say his name.
Man, she's mad because her edges are gone.
No, I think she took those off, bro. Honestly, the fact that people are surprised should be telling. The fact that people are upset should be telling. Because think about it. Harris was a shoo-in. She got in because they pushed Biden out. They pushed Biden out because they didn't like one debate that he had on air. It became too embarrassing. It became too obvious that there's something else going on. So because whoever's in power was scrambling to make the situation work and everybody jumped on the bandwagon, from my understanding, Harris didn't even do a Democratic primary.
Yeah.
There was no primary. They just picked her.
Yeah, a lot of people were, well, that was one of the big things, is like, because she didn't even go through that process.
All right, so let's watch.
Biden got kicked off because he didn't know, he couldn't even say the ABCs on national TV.
Let's watch some lefties lose it, man.
Let's have some fun looking at reactions to Donald Trump's extraordinary win. The red wave has cometh, and the lefties are, well, they're giving me too much content.
I'm sorry. No, no.
No, I just want to point out that this lady got in her car and then set her phone up, made sure the angle was right, press record, and then did that.
Right. She said, "Hold on, hold on. Let me sit."
So
I'm sorry.
is she crazy? Is she disassociative? Is this like sociopathic? I don't know what that is, because for you to be able to do that, are you faking it? You know what I mean?
There is definitely some stage. There's some acting in that. I would say majority of it acting.
Well, as
Trying to get them
next lass,
that content up.
I'm not sure where she is today.
I swear to God, if you idiots elect that demented man,
Oh,
I will burn this whole place to the ground.
Right.
Not you, Dobby.
Dobby, damn. Right, so he's a demented one when you're threatening to burn the entire country down. Sounds kind of demented to me. What do you think?
Literally.
Idiots
And
elect that
that's
demented
crazy.
man, I will burn this whole place to the ground.
And this woman is
I didn't even know
too old
Schmiegel
to
was
be
a
this
lefty.
Stupid, but sadly, leftism and TDS can leave the sufferer delirious, delusional, and dangerously stupid.
You voted for a racist, a rapist, a dictator. You voted for a bully, a bigot, and a narcissist. Even the Germans tried to warn us, but you didn't listen. You didn't listen to the historians, the psychologists, the educators, and the intellectuals. Of course not, because Dictatorship 101 is to convince you to distrust the media, the educated, and to create an us versus them mentality.
It's always the dimmest folk
Wait.
who go on about educated experts.
Did she just say
Why these
the Germans?
Yeah, because she's drawing a similarity to the H-man.
Oh my. Okay. Just keep it going. Just keep the cameras rolling, man. This is crazy.
So triggered, so shocked by reality, so out of touch with their fellow Americans. Well, it could be because they consume the type of media I'm about to show you now. Here are some of our favourite media leftists who were convinced that Donald Trump was toast, that Kamala was going to win, and win easily.
In my humble view, lights out.
Please welcome back the next president of the United States.
I don't want to say his name till he give me back my edges.
I think it's going to be a blowout, actually. I don't think it's going to be a close race. I think there are going to be those Republicans.
Right. So remember, these are the prophets. These are the people who are making the predictions. These are the people who are the Nostradamuses. These are the prophets of the day. Because there's no religion anymore. All we have is what we allow to itch our ears, and it's these guys.
Yeah.
They're the ones that the people are looking up to. The liberals are looking up to the high priestess and these towers prophesying over the next presidency. And what happened? The religion's obviously flawed because it's not what reality reflects. You think it's going to be a blowout? Wait a minute, it's the exact opposite. So what are you going to say next time? I was wrong?
Right.
It was not a blowout. It was it's the exact opposite. But what they're doing is they're trying to program you to say, look, don't come out. It's good. This is in the bag. Trump voters, you don't have a chance, right? It's a way of trying to demoralize. And that's what I was reading, I forgot where I was listening or reading, but basically they're saying that the polls are actually there to demoralize voters who vote red. Because this always happens. They always say that the turnout or the voting is actually polling more towards the blue side. They always do it. Wait, go ahead.
You know what's crazy? You see a lot of these TV shows and channels almost like they're marketing, a one-sided opinion, but you never see I haven't seen any TV shows that were marketing the right side, the Trump campaign, anything like that. Only my it was on YouTube.
I think the reason why Fox is even in power is just so that they can say that there's no bias. I think that's the only reason why Fox exists.
Right. But it's just weird how everything's
It's just one way. It's skewed one way.
Yeah. Huh?
Both
It skews one way.
Be tied on election day, as always. It will. The polls will be tied, and then he'll lose.
You call us trash? Oh, J.D. Vance, you just effed up in a way that I've never seen in my political life, and I worked for Sarah Palin.
I would say take Harris over 270 electoral votes. Let these fools in these crypto markets do something. Let them.
Damn, there goes an old Democrat. He was probably in the Klan too, bro. There goes an old Democrat. That's. All right, I'll stop. I'll stop.
Hey, you know it's funny because he stole that out of my head because I was thinking like he looked like one of them dudes that wear the napkin hats.
Napkin hat.
Let them drive the betting line into a favorable place and then take advantage of it. That's what I would do. I think she's going to win.
You wrote Trump is toast. Do you stand behind that today?
Oh, even more so. I feel the same way that I felt a few weeks ago that Trump is toast.
And they're not taking the loss well. Here is Sunny Hostin of The View lashing out at white women without college degrees.
What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump. Uneducated white women, is my understanding. You have Latino men, actually, voting more for him.
Those awful women and Latino men, how dare they think for themselves?
Dang,
they turn on you that quick.
Stooping that low?
They'll turn on you that quick, bro.
Low? That's crazy.
They'll turn on you that quick, bro. That's what derangement does. Well, let me look it up.
Now this is who you guys are following. This is who you guys. These are your peoples.
I think I seen one. Well, I think I seen one. It was like. So look at this, man. So gender.
Damn.
All right, hey, shout out to look, man. Look, this is the thing. We male might be simps, right? But we ain't stupid. So the males showed out. The men showed out. This is a win for men, was it not, Aaron?
Right.
This is a win for men, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we got a good portion of women too. So let's go by race. So white people showed out, man. White people showed out, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the white people, man. See, look at this. This is embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
This is embarrassing. 85%, Aaron.
That's crazy, bro.
You know what this shows, Aaron? This is the thing. This is the thing.
And I
Aaron.
guarantee it's a majority of black women.
Yeah, because I
guarantee you.
Because listen, bro. Listen, bro.
Right.
Listen, bro. This is how out of touch black people are with reality.
Yeah. Because they watch The View. That's why.
Hispanic, Latino. Wait, but they broke it down by age, and she said it was. Remember? Oh, sex by race. Here we go. This is what we wanted. So white men, shout out to white men. Look, man, look at you, man. So Aaron, if you walk, this is what you gotta do, bro. When you walk by a white dude, you gotta give him that Joe Biden smile. You remember that Joe Biden smile he went when he like got off stage and he turned around and he just smiled?
He was like,
you gotta give him one of them smiles, because your average white dude, if you walk across him, he was on the right side of history.
Right.
White women too, more than likely, right? More than half the time, you're gonna walk up to a white woman who voted. Now,
oh man.
Now this is why you can't wear a MAGA hat right here.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get rocked.
77%, bro. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm getting one, man.
Oh my
gosh.
god.
My hat.
Look at this, bro.
I told you, James. I told you. He a racist.
Look at this, bro. 91%. This is why y'all can't find a man.
Yep. It's part of the reason.
But here's the thing.
Undesired.
This is what's going on. 91% of the women are going for 21% of the black men.
Damn.
There's only 21% good black men in the country, bro.
Bro.
All right, I'm joking around.
Bro, that's crazy. I wouldn't think. I really didn't think the majority of black men would have voted for Kamala, but
it makes me sick.
Man, our parents were.
Hey, shout out. Yeah, exactly.
Man,
Shout out
I'm
to
embarrassed.
shout out to the Latino men. Shout out, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
y'all, man. Shout
yeah,
out to y'all, man.
yeah. Y'all popped out and showed niggas.
Yeah, for sure. Latino women, it's worse than white women. No, I can't vote Trump. No, no Trump.
I'm I'm getting divorced.
Yeah, it's sad. All other races,
Other races,
it's
okay.
basically almost split.
Yeah.
All right, age group. So it's the boomers, bro.
Yep,
Well, not
that's what it
necessarily
is.
the boomers. What generation is 55 to 64?
That's the boomers right there. 45, 64.
Let me just make sure.
Boomers are like 1960s.
I think they're like 60s, 70s, bro. Oh, damn, nah.
Mhm.
Boomers. Oh, it was Gen X, Aaron. It's like Gen X boomers.
Oh, Gen X. Don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know my dad was a baby boomer, so.
So 1965. See, this is another thing, bro. These boomers. It's the boomers. It's my dad's, your mom, or my mom, your mom.
Our
How's
parents,
your mom?
Yeah. Yep.
How's your
They're all
mom?
boomers.
See, the boomers failed us. The boomers failed us, bro.
Let us down.
This is what it shows you. It shows you that like the boomers are like the boomers
Nah,
are drinking the Kool-Aid.
What it really says, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. What it really
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck in your ways, man. That's how you get old.
So what about our age?
Our age,
Wasn't good.
we
man.
kind of we lost
Wasn't
it
good.
by a little bit. We lost
Wasn't
it by a
good,
little bit.
man. This generation's got some work, man. All
Man.
these simps.
Damn.
Let's see, age by gender. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, dang, bro. Even the little dudes, man. Aaron, think about that.
That's crazy, yeah.
Even the Fortnite players, bro.
Yeah.
You know what this is? This is TikTok right here. This is
Yep.
TikTok. This is
Mhm.
like Aiden Ross viewers. This is like Kai Cenat. This is like, you know, the little influencers. Like this is what swayed them. And you know what's crazy?
Mhm.
If you think I'm looking at this data, don't you think the people who lost are looking at this data too?
Right. Well, probably not.
No,
They
they're
don't- they
definitely
don't-
looking at this data, bro.
They don't really look. They don't look at anything unless TV puts it out there.
No, I'm saying the people who run things are looking at this data.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So let's see. Yeah, man. Age 30 to 44. See, we all showed out, man. We showed
Yeah.
out.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show.
Men.
Man.
Bro, it was basically unanimous.
Yeah. Only
Men-
thing women. Yeah.
See, the only smart women. I'm sorry, I don't care who I offend. I don't care. You see me looking at the camera? I do not care. The only smart women is only 50% of y'all.
60.
50.
Yeah. 50%,
And it's only
and
the
that's
women that are
45 and 64
all right.
between the ages.
What I mean to say is less of y'all. And the wisest ones are 45 to 64. Right? Because
Mhm.
all the other ones are lacking. Now, granted, you guys did do some effort, but nah, man. What else? Age by race? Let's see if the blacks can come. See if the blacks, damn. So, you know, like you said, look at these old.
That's crazy, man. Hey, the black men and black women should be
ashamed.
Not only ashamed, but you only voted for Kamala because she played that race card. Now she's gonna go back. She's gonna go back to the Indians. I shouldn't say that.
They're
Well, she's gonna go back to her tribe.
Education by gender among white voters. All right, it's getting a little granular now, but let's look at a little bit more. We can call it.
Yeah.
By the way, the exit polls showed that the majority of married men unmarried men and married women voted for Trump. It was the unmarried women who backed Kamala.
But let's see if we can find that data that they're claiming, because I don't really see that. So let's see if it's marriage. Gender by marital status. So the married men over like majority, and married women. Hey, so I'm sorry. I wanted to apologize for the married women who are basically a little bit higher in age tended to vote.
Don't
red.
apologize. Don't apologize, because it was a particular ethnic group that you were talking about.
Oh, so I want to apologize to white women. Everybody else, all the rest of y'all can kick rocks. Look, man. Yeah, it's because you guys just want to kill your babies. That's why you guys voted this way. The non-married women. The non-married women want to kill their babies. That's the only reason why they. Man.
Damn. The new slogan: the most desired woman is a married woman. That sounds weird.
Dude, look at this. Bisexual bridal shower over here.
Dang, Rosie.
Let's see. Military. All right, let's see. Have you ever voted before?
Wait.
Have you ever voted before? People, this is what I'm saying. Have you ever voted before? People who said no, they came out. They came out.
Dang.
All right, let's go back.
Let's see some rage art.
Rage art.
And Sunny also made some absurd claims about losing her civil rights. The desperation to be a victim is strong in this one.
I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. Damn. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that. So again, I'm profoundly disturbed.
And the perpetually aggrieved ladies of the...
Like I said, we're not gonna feel sorry for a demon who wants to kill their babies. We're just not.
Where's Yoda at? Where's Yoda at? The victimization is strong in you, young Padawan.
Exactly.
They want to curb free speech on social media, so a Democrat never loses again.
Well, it would help if we could regulate social media, because one of the biggest offenders is DC and Congress have not been able to do one thing in regard to the rogue corporations of social media.
It's not going to get any better with Elon Musk now in the administration.
Now to MSNBC's
Dang.
Joy Reid, who's always having a normal one. Here she claims that Florida is a fascist state.
It's a pure Project 2025 in miniature in Florida, and that kind of extreme, sort of extremist, right-wing, fascist-type government in Florida, does that...
Is she like a legendary Super Saiyan or something?
A lesbian dairy Super Saiyan.
that make it a more attractive place?
Oh dear, and if you're in the habit of consuming media like that, then you may react like this when Donald Trump has a landslide victory.
We may not have rights tomorrow.
Yo, I'm scared to go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up a mother slave.
You're gonna wake up a mother effing slave.
Damn, Trump Kruger. 1, 2, Trump's coming for you. Damn.
Anyone else helping a meltdown? I don't know how to do this. Right now, I'm just not. I can't deal with this right now.
they circle back on her crying. Oh, that's all they're gonna circle back on.
48 years old, and I have never experienced anything like this, and never thought I would in this country.
Look at this dude, Mohawkian.
They went back on her crying.
This is crazy.
All they went back on her. All they went back in the edits so they can see her hit the high notes.
She says she's scared to go to sleep because she gonna wake up in chains.
She gonna wake up a slave,
bro. Donald Kruger.
Oh, I'm so sad. But the best reaction.
That's
goes to
crazy,
this
bro. It's
joke
coming
star
from the
who
dreams.
says superb work.
I'm literally shaking right now. I'm a trans woman with a baby on the way. What am I gonna do? Keep it?
He's joking, right? He's
I'm not sure if this next video is. I suspect it could be real. It's hard to tell nowadays.
I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so up.
Oh, he exposed the bell peppers, bro. The bell peppers are out, man.
Look like louvers on a camper.
What are louvers?
It's like I'm sorry, awning. It looks like the awning on the camper, the thing that comes out and it's like a shade. It's like a shade. It's like
And here is another white dude for Kamala, or is it a work?
where's my mashed potatoes from KFC?
You cannot be serious. How did I wake up to this garbage as my president? That's right, garbage. I went to bed last night and she was ahead. I woke up to this freaking nightmare. Donald Trump? How? Does America have this many Nazi, Hitler following pieces of trash?
He can't carry us. You guys are all idiots.
We gotta watch. All right. Maybe we'll get into some political stuff later on. So there's apparently a debate with Destiny and Gavin McInnes. We could probably watch that. We could probably watch that next time for sure.
For sure, bro. This is funny and this is entertaining to me because it's the crybaby effect.
Yeah,
And
man.
That is crazy because just because you enter an adult body doesn't mean you have the
You don't have
mindset of a
adult-
child.
Yeah, adult faculties. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. That'll be a good idea for the next video, man.
Is with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, pretending she's some heroine in a Nazi film. Here she warns that we're about to enter a period of fascism. I'm so scared.
Let's say, peers in history of mass movements of people that mobilize to protect one another in times of fascism and authoritarianism. And this is the era that we are poised to enter.
Joining me now is Batia Ungasagon, Newsweek Deputy Opinion Editor and author of Second.
All right. So that's basically
crazy.
Obviously, if you go on TikTok, I wanted to go on TikTok, guys, but there's a lot of music copyright that I can't necessarily show. But you guys already know it. You guys already know what's going on. I wanted to commentate more on the liberal reaction and a critique of it. I think I'll just leave it there for now. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Be sure to leave a like on your way out. Also, my second channel that I have with Aaron, who I'm with right now, it's going to be in the link in the description for you guys to see. I'm going to be posting some more shorts coming up soon. But thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you guys next time.
Yep. You guys have a good one. Peace. We're out.
All right, so I've ended the recording.